Guys, this is a new channel, so I just wanted to make sure that you know how to show your love and support by subscribing down below, turning on notifications, and smashing that like button, and it would really help me out. I will be trying to post new content very frequently, so if you have any ideas for a new video, just comment down below and I will try to make it work. Also, all Q&A will be held in the comments. Subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on your notifications, and let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back. So I just came back from some garage sales and I was gonna show you guys what I got. 2 bag loads of stuff. Well, that we're gonna check out. Garage sales are a great place to get stuff for good deals. And yeah, so the first thing I bought was this Fitbit Alta, which was a great deal. I got it for pretty cheap, and we're just gonna unbox it real quick and check it out. So this is a used product, but it was in great condition and it came in the box. So, as you can see, there's like this sleeve slide mechanism, and then you got slide mechanism, and then you got your Fitbit logo right there. I don't know if you can see it, and it also says Fitbit right here. Yep, and then, so anyway, how do we open this? It looks like there's a magnetic peel right here. And wow, this looks like it's in great condition. They said it would come with everything in the box, so right here we have our setup manuals, which, yeah, we'll read these later. Comes with a few kind of paper slips that are pretty nice to have. This is not the heart rate monitor, which is what, it doesn't have that, which is what I wanted, but it's not a big deal. And then in here, if I can get it out, is the charger. You can see that they just kind of closed it up, but it's still nice that they have the original box and stickers and all that. And now let's check out the actual product itself. And here it is. Here's the Fitbit. The time isn't exactly correct at all, but it looks like it's in okay condition. The band is a bit worn out, and with our Clorox wipes, we're gonna wipe some of this down because we do not want to get the coronavirus. And I recommend anyone who buys stuff secondhand or leaves the house, wear a mask and make sure to wipe down everything. Obviously, I'm not going to do the touchscreen because I do not want to ruin this Fitbit. So I'm just going to wipe down the box, make sure I get it all nice and shiny and clean. Just a little bit on the manuals. You don't want to make the paper too moist. But give it a quick blow. And I just let it dry for a bit. So now let's check out the Fitbit tracker itself. So I believe you just tap it in order to turn it on. Alright, so it is a Saturday today, and in order to scroll through, you just tap the screen. It's actually a convenient little watch. You have your time, your date. What happens if you hold on to it? Let's see here. Oh, nothing. Okay, so double tap to turn it on. Let's see if I can hold on. Looks like it's all tapping, but I do need to get this synced to my tablet or phone, any device that'll work. And yeah, let's go to the next item. Alright, we're closing it up here, putting this in. This is the small size now that I noticed it. As you can see right here, it does actually give you the measurements on this side, so you can actually kind of put your wrist to it and see if it'll fit you, which is actually a convenient little feature that Fitbit added. But let's get on for the next item. Nerf scope. Now I have my Nerf guns right here next to me, and I'm just gonna get a random one. So we have our Flip Fury right here, great gun, and we're just gonna see. I am yet to put batteries in this, but looking at it, wipe it off with the Clorox wipes. It seems like there is a red dot mode, which I'm guessing is a more focused laser mode, and a tactical light mode, which is probably more of a flashlight kind of thing, if you can see right here. So, checking it out, you do have an on and off switch. Oh, looks like there are already batteries in this. I would not recommend shining this at anyone's eyes, because it is a laser. But if you can see, when I point at the camera, this way is a bit more, here maybe if I point it at my face, this way is a bit more focused, whereas when you get to the tactical light, it just kind of gets bigger, more of a flashlight kind of mode, which is convenient if you're in the dark, or if you're just in like, or if you're in the daytime and you want to just have a more aiming scope kind of thing. So my dad just let me know that my camera was a bit wobbly, so I'll try my best not to move the thing, because I actually placed it on a table, because they're set up right here. My family is kind of using the rest of the area. So, yeah, I just wiped this down a bit with our Clorox wipes. And another cool feature, as I was looking at it, I found out that when you add this to your gun, the red dot sight right here, I know. Now that it's attached, I can actually, let me go get one. I can add another attachment on top of the scope. So like, I could have a red dot sight and another scope on top of it. Obviously, this would make the scope a lot less accurate considering how much higher it is than the barrel, but it is a nice convenient feature. And if you have a ton of these, or more accessories that latch on and have a railing at the top, whoops, you can actually attempt to stack on as many scopes as you can. Alright, let's move on to the next item. Alright, so it looks like the next thing we have here is this Nintendo DS case. As you can see right here, it says Nintendo. I really hope it is a DS case, because I don't really know what else I would carry around in this. Like, I know this is a lot older than most Switch cases, and I'm not going to be carrying around a Wii anytime soon. So I figured that's what it's made for. Perhaps a Game Boy even. There is a little kind of tag right here, but it doesn't really tell us anything about that. So anyway, when I bought this, it also came with this plastic game card case that does say Nintendo DS, if you can see right here. So that's something that's cool. And it also came with a game bolt. Kind of dirty, but might as well get it. I think it was only $1 or so for this entire bundle, so I figured it was worth it. So we're just gonna put this to the side, even though if you want to know about it, it holds 4 games. It opens up on both sides. Just your standard DS hard plastic case. But for the DS case itself, we're gonna just put on lots of consoles from Game Boys to DS's, and we're gonna get bigger and bigger and see what you can fit in here. Yeah, sorry for moving the camera again. Alright, so we gathered lots of random Nintendo consoles that I just have in my video game collection. We're not going to do anything more than this because these are quite a few consoles. But we're just going to try them out in our trusty Nintendo bag and see how they work. Alright, so starting with the smallest and most compact one, we have the Game Boy Advance SP right here. Just turning it on. This is the backlit model. I don't know. I don't believe it changes in size or matters in size at all. But we're just gonna fit it into this case because it only says Nintendo, so it might be a Game Boy case. I haven't looked into it yet. Well, I think it is a Game Boy Advance SP case because that fit perfectly. Like, barely over the edge. If I can put it in here, you can see that it just kind of, let me adjust my camera. It just kind of like slides into this mesh, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, this pouch just kind of like fits in there perfectly. It's actually really convenient on. This is the backlit model. I don't know. I don't believe it changes in size or matters in size at all. But we're just gonna fit it into this case because it only says Nintendo, so it might be a Game Boy case. I haven't looked into it yet. Well, I think it is a Game Boy Advance SP case because that fit perfectly. Like, barely over the edge. If I can put it in here, you can see that it just kind of, let me adjust my camera. It just kind of like slides into this mesh, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, this pouch just kind of like fits in there perfectly. It's actually really convenient and nice to hold. I do believe this is a Game Boy Advance SP pouch, because, yeah, this definitely looks made for it. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling, but there you go. Just kind of slide it in, which is, yeah, as you can see, it's kind of just on the edges of it, which is super nice. So, moving on to the next console. So, I know I didn't say this, but, it does have two pockets on the side, which are kind of like stretchy, just like the ones that were, for the bit, which is super nice. So, moving on to the next console. So, I know I didn't say this, but, it does have two pockets on the side, which are kind of like stretchy, just like the ones that were, for the Game Boy Advance. And I believe these, let's see, I think they're water bottle pouches. I mean, for an awfully small water bottle, because it looks like this one doesn't even fit, and this one's just some 16.9 fluid ounces. So, yeah, this is not a big water bottle. This is just your standard plastic water bottle. And it looks like this can't fit it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for chargers. But yeah, this definitely can hold a lot of things. You also get two tiny pouches on the sides here that you can kind of place stuff in. But it looks like, yeah, I could definitely put in most of my Game Boy accessories easy here. And you also have two of these kind of things, which are interesting. But anyway, moving on to the next smallest item, we have our 3DS here. It is in an aluminum case, so it is a bit smaller. I mean, it is a bit bigger, my bad. And placing it in here, it does slide in okay, but it's big, which tells us that unfortunately none of these bigger consoles like the 3DS XL or the 2DS will fit in here, unless this is a charger pocket. Maybe you should put your charger in here, because then the 3DS kind of falls into here, which is not as protective, but I guess will work. So, yeah. Let's try the normal Game Boy Advance. Again, you can just place it down here. Yeah, I guess this could be for any console, but I believe it's mostly made for the Game Boy Advance SP, which is a good thing, because up till now, I only got my Game Boy Advance SP like 3 days ago. So, having a case for it would be nice. Now for the original DS, the moment of truth, because this may or may not be a DS case, let's try putting it in. Now, there's a pouch here that I did not notice. Let's see what it's for. The zipper's stuck. There we go. Whoa, what the heck? Hey, this is just an open pouch. Like, I could just place my DS inside the case and just fall out through here. So I'd say this is a pretty useless pouch, unless you were wanting to get stuff to fall out of your... I mean, I could... Since this is a backpack, like, I think this is more convenient. I think this pouch is like, you know, for people that want to like steal, pickpocketers and stuff. I mean, this would be a really convenient pouch, because it's super small and you can just like sneak out people's Game Boy Advances. I don't know. Well, anyway, so I got this Game Boy Advance case. Let's move on to the next item. Alright, so the next thing we have here is actually a VR headset. On the front it says Storm X-Men, which I'm not sure if that's a brand, but it may be. Maybe not. Maybe just like this cool Storm X-Men logo. But whatever it is, it looks like it has a lot of padding, and it's pretty cushiony. Oh well. And yes, my camera just fell. This is So back to the Storm X-Men headset. It seems like you have a lot of like cushions right here for your eyes, which is convenient because let me just take off my hat. No, put it back on. It's actually really comfy when you're looking into it. Which yeah, because I once had a VR headset, another one in my gaming collection, in which these are actually plastic and they're really uncomfortable and leave marks on your eyes. So having this is actually a really nice feature. Most VR headsets do have this, but anyway, you do have two adjusters up here for your, let me open this up and you can see it's magnetic, which is a nice feature too. But as you can see, when I move these adjusters up here, it'll also move the eyes correspondingly. Here, let's get a back view. So right here you can see that I'm actually moving these and they're moving the eyes, which is convenient because this is a put in your phone type headset. It's not like the Oculus where it has a built-in screen, but instead you just insert your phone right here. As I showed you earlier, it has a magnetic open, and then right here there's a foam ball thing. No, not a ball, but it's a foam piece that you strap your phone on right here, and the foam piece adds some pressure and protects your phone from the hard plastic so it doesn't get scratched. Then you just close it, put it on YouTube VR or any of those VR games. I guess you could use a Merge VR, but you'd have to leave this open. But yeah, it is a cool VR headset. I'll let you guys see what I look like with it on. And I know my eyes look funny, but one of the funny things about having a VR headset on is that you always look stupid, no matter how fun the game is inside, but it's worth it. Alright, next item. Now this was actually a really good deal. All of these were. This is one of the best ones. This is an Xbox 360 Slim. If it works, it was the best deal. And it is in pretty decent shape. You can see it says Xbox 360, and then you have your power button right here, the sync button, and your, I don't know what this is. It looks like USB A ports right here to plug in controllers or charging stuff. And then you have your little disk drive. It looks like it's all upside down. So yeah, there you go. You can see it says Xbox 360 on the disk drive, and there's it is actually kind of heavy. Disk eject, tiny sensor thing. It's not an actual button. It actually senses your finger. It's a sensor. So yeah, that's basically what it is. This was super cheap. I believe it was like $8, but it does not come with any cords. It was just a standalone console by itself. I'm yet to find out how many gigabytes this comes with. Let me give you a better view right here. So, sorry for getting motion sickness. My camera platform isn't very great. So here's the Xbox itself, and then both sides. This was pretty cheap, and yeah. Alright, there's nothing much to say here, just your standard Xbox 360 Slim. What's good about the Slim models is that they don't get the red ring of death like the original Xboxes did, where they would actually, the red light right here, would, right there, would turn red and would make your Xbox stop working because it was heating up too much. So this one should not have this problem, and it should be just a bit better overall. It also is compatible with the Kinect, which we will see later on in this video. And yeah, I hope it works. I'll tell you guys in a different video if it did. So, next item. Now, in case you're wondering, I did wipe down everything that I just showed you guys earlier in the video. Just some of it, I decided not to do a video of it because I didn't want it to take too much time. So, the next thing we have here is actually a lot of things that were in one big bundle. So we're just gonna, it did come in this Trader Joe's bag, that they gave me, which was nice of them. And you can probably guess what it is just by seeing the Xbox 360 controller. So we did get one Xbox 360 controller with the wireless rechargeable battery pack, which is nice. This one, as you can see, has a metal D-pad, so it looks like it's been very, very slightly modded. And we have another controller, no metal D-pad, but it does have that rechargeable battery. We'll just put that right there. And now the big boy. This is actually significantly lighter than the Xbox 360 Slim, because this is a newer model that, as you can see, it's starting to have more like the Xbox One type look, where it has two types. One side of it is actually kind of a metallic, and one of it is really matte. So this is the Xbox 360 Elite. Unlike the Xbox 360 Slim that we have right here, you can see that it's significantly smaller and a lot lighter, as I already said. And the disc eject and the turn on buttons are not touch sensors anymore, but they're actually physical buttons, just like the Xbox One was like touch. And this is more like the Xbox One S, in which it has physical buttons. Now, as you can see here, we do have the same USB-A ports right there, which you can barely see. You have our disc drive. You have your Xbox logo there on the bottom. And this was not $75, it was just like a sticker. But I believe this costed me a little over $20, which was a great deal. I mean, this entire bundle, including the controllers. And then you have all your ports on the back. And next thing we have here in this bundle of like 23 bucks was this Kinect, which is compatible with both the Xbox 360E or Elite and the Xbox 360S that we showed earlier. So here's our Kinect. It looks like it's in fine condition, just a little bit dusty. So, yep. We'll wipe these down after the video and then we'll wash our hands. Stay safe. And then we seem to have a headphone jack. You know, I've actually been wanting one of these because I don't know if this thing has a headphone jack, but interesting. So this is actually a headphone jack as an AV output. That's actually what the Xbox itself has on it, which is very strange that it's not just your normal AV output. But what the heck? I like it. And I could probably use this on my PSP 3000, PSP Go, and yeah, I could use those to output them to the TV, which is a convenient feature. We'll put this down right here. Sorry for getting motion sickness, but I'm trying my best not to shake the camera as I do this. Then we have our AV cables. We'll just wrap these up. Struggling. Alright, next up here we have lots and lots and lots of cables. A lot of cables. Let's untangle these. I'm just gonna skip this. Okay, so after all my struggling, I actually found out that all these actually were chargers for those batteries that I was talking about that attach to the back that are what's it called? Wireless rechargeable batteries, wireless controller rechargeable batteries. So what they do is you actually plug these in to the back of your Xbox on this tiny, let's focus on it, the I don't know, port, it would be called port. I don't know if it's called a jack or a port, but whatever it is, it just kind of connects to the top of your controller, and you plug this in to the Xbox or whatever USB port that you have, and it charges up your controller, which is really convenient because I've been wasting lots of AA batteries. And he gave me, the guy that sold them to me, or they gave me 3 of these cables, which was pretty nice of them. Alright, next we have our power brick, which it's kind of annoying that they don't have the same power brick for all Xbox models, because like it would be a lot more convenient, if you ask me, if they could have just made the Xbox 360S and the Xbox 360E the same power brick. I do understand that the original did have a bigger one because they were just kind of starting it, so it's fine that they made it smaller, but I think they could have made them the same if they just kind of added a tiny adapter to the actual Xbox 360 itself. But yeah, this is basically the power brick right here. And then they also included 2 more battery packs, which I have 2 extra controllers for that I just had earlier for my Xbox 360. So this is actually really convenient. What is kind of strange about these though is that, let me just try something, because it seems like the chargers that they gave me for the controllers, they are, oh, would you look at that? Wait, maybe? They seem like they're the same. Maybe? I think they're interchangeable, actually. I don't know. Well, the original chargers work best with whichever battery you have, because they have 2 different brands. One of them's kind of smooth, and one of them has this bumpy back. So, yeah. If you'd like to see what it is, this is the bundle. All the stuff right here, the controllers, all them power banks, the Kinect right here, and lots and lots of cables, and the power brick is down here, just not shown right now. So this is basically all I found in the garage sale, and I really enjoyed it. I actually saved tons of money. All this stuff in total was actually almost $55, which is super cheap. Beep, 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 beep. This is McDonald's. How may I help you? I'm gonna get a Happy Meal because I'm feeling a little sad today. Sir, that's not gonna help you very much, but I know just the thing. You do? Yeah, all you need to do is subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, and smash the like button, and you'll feel happy. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna hit that like button, and turn on notifications. I'm feeling better already, and it was so easy. And you can be happy too, by just subscribing, hitting that like button, and turning on your notifications. You can be just as happy. It's that easy.